Hi guys. So this is November's budget breakdown. By the way, if you watch October's budget breakdown, I share why I do what I do and my income sources. So check the cards for that if you want to catch up on that. But for this November budget breakdown, we're just going to get straight into it. So this is a series I do where I like to share how I spent my money. I find it interesting, and I know other people find it interesting to watch how other people spend their money in the month. So that's why I do it. I love it. It's fun. Okay. So in the month of November, we brought in $25,326.43. It'll all be up on the screen. But I did roll over $450 from the month before that I didn't get to use. And also I rolled in some money for my savings, which was for a vet appointment and from when my tire had a nail in it. I keep all my maintenance, my car maintenance and things like my vet appointments and things like that. I keep that in my high interest savings account. And then I just pull from there and I fund my account whenever I need to use that. So we did have some transfers. So in total, so I'll have the total earned income, but the total amount that we got to spend was actually $26,054.12. But I'll leave the earned income up because that's what I actually made. But when I reference this, if you're doing the calculation, some people like to do the math, you will notice that there is more spent than earned because I did roll over those amounts. So yes. So first things first, and I always begin this way, is I save first. I like saving first because I save more money when I put aside my savings first and then pay my expenses and my bills. It just works out for me that way. And like, that's how a lot of wealthy people do it. And so I just copy what they do. And okay, so for savings. We set aside $21,998.11, and it's broken up into my RRSP, so which is equivalent to a 401k for you Americans. And that number, my accountant and we planned that number to lower our taxes. That's how much room I had available. So that number is very specific to the goal that I had. And then taxes, that formula just is an automatic formula that I have in my budget. It just automates that way from whatever I put into a certain area. So taxes, my sinking fund, I paid back my sinking fund from when I pulled it from, I think it was a month previous. I can't even remember. Actually, let me check. What did it, 177 transfer for what? Oh, the dentist. So I paid back the dentist in my sinking fund. That was the 177. I collected HST, so that's that amount. And then I put some money into my business account. Now off to my bills. We spent $2,019.60 in my bills. My bills always stay the same, except exactly. Let me just say this. I'm paying lower for Rogers, which I'm so excited to do because what I did was I just called them. So Rogers is my internet and my cell phone. And I literally just called them and I was just like, hey, like, I want to get a faster internet and I don't want to pay more. Like what are my options? And, instead of paying, I think I was paying like $80 something for internet. So my internet and my cell phone are combined. It's $146.89. They gave me a faster internet for $49.99. So I will now pay $122.03 instead of the $146 going forward. And by going forward, I mean starting in January, because this is November's budget and I just did it. So the $146 will still be in December's budget, but in the new year, I'll be paying a cheaper amount, which is great. I love that. So call your service providers and just ask for a deal. They want your service. They want your loyalty. So do it. It works. That's the second time I've done it. Actually, I did that exact same thing for my cell phone earlier this year. Was it earlier this year or maybe it was last year? But and then I got that $20 cheaper, and then again, internet $20 cheaper. We love that. So. And then next, my hydro. So which is a lot of Americans are like, what's hydro? Hydro is literally like hydroelectricity, your water, stuff like that. It's not like weed or anything. So I can understand why that would be in your bills if that's important to you. Okay. Next is my expenses. So for groceries, we spent $397.72. For gas, we spent $117.02. For my dog care, which was the vet appointment and dog food, $290.73. My personal care was $473.15. And I also like to, whenever I see like a large amount, that's like the largest amount, my personal care, I like to see like what did I do? That's why I love tracking my spending, because you can actually go back and being like, you can see like, okay, well, like, what I spend on? But that was from a hair appointment, Sephora, and some things from Black Friday. Yeah, that's pretty much what my personal care category included. Next, vitamins, $15.75, takeout, $151.45. Social was $13.99. I literally only had time to go see my friend one time that month. We went out for coffee. I was so busy in the month of November that I literally told my friends like, yo, catch me next month because I am head down this month. And even still then, I was still behind schedule on pretty much everything that I did. Okay, next, shopping, $47.47, and that was something I bought from Black Friday. Fees and miscellaneous, $104.46, and what is that from? When I had the nail in my tire, yeah. So that's from that, getting pretty much, the nail in the tire was like $45 to get it plugged, but like I had to take an Uber there and back, so that included in the cost. Gifts, $148.85. And what was gifts for? I did a Secret Santa, like a thing, a Secret Santa thing, but it was actually for a branded deal. So I haven't yet posted that, but they posted that on their site. I don't think I get to post that. I have to wait like 2 weeks after they post it, but that'll be a TikTok that I'll post next week. It was what I bought I had a Secret Santa thing. Anyway, I you know what? I'll post it here just so you can see, I guess, because it's so hard to explain. And I feel like I can post it here, but just not on TikTok yet. So hopefully I won't get in trouble for this, but here it is. Okay, moving along. We just finished gifts. Okay. And then my buffer, nothing left. That's it. Gifts. Guess the last thing that I spent, I think. Yeah. So I like to end the portion of my budget breakdown with what I saved, the amount I saved, and everything. So in the month of November, we saved 85.3%, and my bills was 7.8%, and my expenses was 6.8%. And I always like to save over 80%. That's my goal every month, is to save 80% of my income. And we did that successfully. And it's so interesting because last month I made more money. So last month we made $30,904.40 and we saved 86.7%. But in November I made $5,000 less, which was a little less than $5,000, $25,326.43, and we still saved 85.3%. So 86.7%, 85.3%, and I made almost $5K less. So that's so interesting. And did I save more? Yeah, I did save more. In October, I saved $26,551.81, and then this month I saved $21,000, almost $22,000. So yeah, that's interesting. I don't feel like my spending changed any. But yeah, I did spend a little bit less. I spent $1,760. So, and then in October I spent $2,055. So, but anyway, that's pretty much my November budget breakdown. I actually made a post over on Instagram where I shared my different accounts, and people found that to be very interesting. And it's so funny because sometimes when I do an Instagram post, I'll do my research beforehand just to see like what other people are, like how other people are wording it, how they like to do it, so that I can kind of get an idea of how to make my posts. And I couldn't find anyone talking about their accounts or what accounts they used. And I was just like, do I have to be the person to do everything? Like, why is nobody sharing this information? So I'll put it up on the screen. I shared my 13 accounts. Like I have 13 bank accounts between 5 banks, and I like to have everything separate. I like to keep things in my high yield interest savings account so I don't see it. And I encourage you, if you only bank with like 1 or 2 banks, open up another one and make a savings goal, especially a high interest savings account. Have that and just fund that for a specific purpose so you don't see it. Like I just don't need to see it. So when I open my account, like my main bank account, I have, like, even though you see like such large sums of money going to savings and stuff, I only see what I have to pay for my bills and my expenses. That's it. I don't see anything else. Everything else is like, I'm blind to everything else. So when I do go to log into those other accounts, it's so nice to be like, oh wow, like my savings are actually starting to stack up and like my investments are stacking up, but I don't see it. Like I only see like, okay, I have $1,760.59 to spend. Well, my budget amount was $2,026.41, but I'm sorry if I'm throwing all these numbers at you. Hopefully on the screen it makes sense. But I only have that in my account to spend. So I don't see everything else, which helps me because I feel like seeing all that would be overwhelming for me. I'd be like, oh, like maybe I can spend this, but I don't see it. But I'm trying to think what else I want to share. I talked about my accounts. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. These people are in the hallway are so loud. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. That was a quick video. I'm trying to get back on track. For those of you who watch my daily vlogs, for those of you who watch my weekly vlogs, I am so behind schedule. I just posted one, I think yesterday. I'm getting back on track. I actually kind of had to delay the one that I'm posting. I hope to post in the next two or 3 days. That one I had to delay because I had branded content in there from that wasn't yet posted. So I was just like, oh, I can't really put that in there. But now that it's posted and it's up, I can show the behind the scenes of how I did that. So look forward to that in the next weekly vlog. But this was my November budget breakdown. And I will see you on the next one. Have fun. Okay, bye. Bye.